we have with us Mr. Animesh Bhatt, a very enthusiastic and a very keen member of the media industry, and he knows about the basics of the media industry, which include mass media and journalism.
So with regard to that, like we can unanimously agree that right now we are at a low. So how can students and people like in general maximize their opportunity right now to make sure that when the world starts going up, they have that extra boost because of what they put their time into during this phase?
So you have two options. One is if you have graduated right now, you sit down in a corner and cry because you don't have a job. The other alternative is that you don't have a job, you have lots of time in your hand, and you have an internet connection that your father provides you with, and you've got a laptop and you've got a phone. Okay, so learn whatever you can, gather as many skills as you can, read as much as you can, run as much as you can, become healthy as much as you can, connect with all your friends as much as you can, do whatever you can as much as you can. Okay, don't go to sleep all the time and become lazy and say, oh, there is no job, I have no opportunities, I can't do anything. What are you talking about? You're born a human being. How many trillion to one chance that you
300
were a
trillion to
human
one.
being? Okay, so you are born a human being. Get up, start moving, start contacting people, start helping people. uh, See, you must utilize at least 4 hours of your time trying to do something which is productive. So, are you a chemist? Are you good at chemistry? And are you a chemist and you're not getting a job? Then go to a laboratory and say, I'm not getting a job. I'm sitting at home anyways. You don't want to pay me? Don't pay me. Let me work for you. So, do 4 hours of that. Or if you are a BBA and you have done something, go stand up at some particular place, go to a ice cream shop and then say, do you need somebody to help you to sell ice cream? He says, I can't afford to pay you. He says, anyway, nobody is paying me. So do it. Do something. Spend your
Two
time
things.
4 hours of doing something. And
Two
anything and
things.
everything that you do, every action is experience. Every action is experience. The only way you can learn or achieve something in life is by action, not by thinking. Sitting at one place and thinking doesn't achieve anything.
So what you're
So
saying is
go
that we should
act, do
maximize
something.
on our opportunity that we have by learning new things and getting as much experience as we can.
So make the most of whatever is available. Right now, if you don't have a job, you have time. If you have time, go do something. You'll never have this time again. So go do something. If you're good at something, go and give that expertise of yours to somebody. If you think you're good at selling, if you're good at talking, if you think you're good at mathematics, then go bring up a neighbor's child and teach them mathematics. Get the whole neighborhood children together and teach them music if you're good at music. Do
Makes sense.
something. If you
So,
don't do anything, you'll never reach anywhere.
so with regard to that, there are a couple of things I would like to point out. The first thing is that I don't, with all due respect to the people who follow that, way, but I believe that in my generation, slouching and just sitting around doing nothing has become, kind of romanticized over time. Like Netflix and chill, I totally agree that you should, relax for some time. But the way I'm seeing it become romanticized, that it's actually becoming a trend that people who work are often pressured कि भाई इतना क्यों काम कर रहा है, chill कर, बैठ जा थोड़ा देर, just relax, don't work. Like that's something I have also faced personally. So that was one point I wanted to make. And the second thing about the part where you said that people should work for free, that's something I did initially when I started out in content writing. But there are many people who feel कि यार free में थोड़ी काम करेंगे. And there are people who actually need to sacrifice something even if they want to work for free. Right now the situation is different, but like during the normal times, it often so happens that if you want to get into a company, what I recommend my my friends and my followers is that do one thing: go to whichever company you want to work for, tell them I'll work for you for free. don't pay me anything, just let me work with you, I just want to get the experience. So what do you think about that? Like, is that something people should do, or is that something which should
Okay,
rather not be done?
so my point is, should you work for free? So my first answer is absolutely no. You should not work for free. Okay. Having said that, the next point is, why should people pay you? People will pay you if they see value in you. So have you proved your capabilities? Yes, then you should not work for free. But has your proof of capabilities been established? Yes, then you should not work for free. But if you're 16-year-old, 17-year-old, 18-year-old, you have got no work experience, and when you go to stand in front of somebody and say, give me work, if they ask you 3 questions, and if you don't have the capacity to answer those questions, and you want to learn, then do you have a choice? Why should they pay you to teach you things? So if you want to learn and if you want to go, so maybe you can work for free with them and do the job so well that they see value in you, and then they pay you for it.
Makes
But if
sense.
you're not being able to create value, why should anybody pay you? So am I a proponent of working for free? No. But have you created value for yourself? Have you got proof of performance? If you have proof of performance, you should charge. If you don't have proof of performance and you have not proved your capability, you don't have a choice.
So
You will
there's
have
one
to work
last
for free.
okay. So there's one last thing that I want to ask you with the context of, like, today's environment, and then we'll shift over to the discussion about how to get in the media industry. So the last question for this side of the interview is that many people face the problem that, let's say, you start out in a company as a content writer and you are a total newbie to the game. So when you start out, they're paying you, let's say, 5,000 per month, but you've worked there for like 3-4 months now, and now you realize, okay, now I have a lot more expertise, I'm adding a ton of more value to the consumer and to my company. So there are many students who face the problem when they want to get their stipend increased. They don't know how to have that conversation with the responsible person. So how should one have that kind of a conversation? This is something I'm asking also for myself, and also for the people who are like facing the similar problem.
So first and foremost, are you sure that when you think you are adding value, you are adding value?
Let's say the clients
That's question
of the
number one.
company, they verify that, yeah, he's doing very good work.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, the kind of work that you're doing, which is worth 5,000 rupees to your organization right now, if you were to go away, can they find another one which is worth 5,000, which is equal to you?
Mhm.
If they can, then why should they give you more? Because there is a line of people whom I can take who are worth 5,000 rupees and can give you the same quality that I want.
Makes sense.
So just because you think that you are better, why should I pay you? Because I've got others whom I can pay 5,000 rupees and get the same kind of value. So you should really be able to create a lot of value before you can really ask for more. So it's not so simple. In all probability, I want somebody who is worth 5,000 only. I don't want to pay anybody 6,000 or 8,000 rupees.
Makes sense.